Hey everyone! As you've probably guessed from the title of this video, my name is James Cameron, and for the past 7 months I've been working through something that I've been carrying around with me my entire life, quite literally. For as long as I can remember, going back to probably 10 or 12, I have been overweight. Over the years I've made excuses for it or tried to justify it. I've always said it's not holding me back, that I'm happy, but now the stuff I told myself half truths at best. I was happy about a lot of things in my life, but I couldn't say that I was happy with my health. And about 3 years ago, I even made an honest effort to try and get the weight off. And for months, I worked hard and I was dedicated and I followed a strict diet and everything was going well. And then one day I decided, oh, you know what? I'm going to have a little cheat day. I'm going to enjoy myself. And the cheating never stopped after that. So at the end of last year, my wife, who's going through a similar struggle, let me know that she was going to try a free trial at a gym in Orleans. Uh, the gym is called Downsize Fitness, and she was encouraging me to go and try it with her. So she went for her free class, and then she signed up, and she was going, and she kept encouraging me to go with her. And I kept saying no, I want to lose a little bit of weight on my own before I go out in public. And the truth was, I was just embarrassed to start working out because I didn't really think I was going to run into people that were going to be understanding. I tried other gyms before, and you get self-conscious when you're larger, and that's what I was worried about. So I kept pushing it off and pushing it off, but she kept sort of insisting, and eventually I agreed, okay, I'll go try and go and try a free class. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't have a ton of fun in my first class. Uh, I was much more content to stay at home and play video games and eat chips and pop, and I was much more comfortable. I was way out of my comfort zone getting out to exercise. So that's when I made the decision that, you know what, these decisions I've made in the past where I'm going to do it on my own, I'm going to, eventually I'll get there. This isn't forever. For however many years, for 20 some years, I've been making the same decisions and expecting things to change. That old saying about doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results being the definition of insanity. Well, I finally decided that, you know what, I need to go against my grain. I need to step out of my comfort zone. I need to push myself to do this, or I'm never going to do it. And I had honest fears that I'd said to my wife, I may not make it to first my 30th birthday and then my 31st birthday because I figured, oh, the damage is already done. I'm not gonna be able to recover from it. But I said to myself, it's time to make a change. So I did. So I signed up to the gym and I started going, and for the first little bit it was like pulling teeth. I was trying to make excuses about not having to go to the gym, but after a few weeks I started looking forward to going to my classes, and then I think March or April I realized that I'd gotten to the point where I no longer tried to sort of plan around ways of getting out of the gym. I was planning my stuff around the gym, and I got to the point where I'd rather miss a dinner out than miss going to the gym. And then there was gradual changes after that. I started tracking what I was eating, keeping track of calories, and I realized that calories add up very quickly when you're eating stuff. And I used to have an old mentality that's like, oh, I ate bad at breakfast. Today's already ruined. I might as well, enjoy myself for the rest of the day, and then, the next day I'll go back to eating properly. And I realized that, one bad meal doesn't necessarily ruin an entire day. You can balance things out. I mean, it's obviously not the greatest idea to eat junk food all the time, but you don't have to let one mistake build into more and more and more. So as I started eating better, things started to change on the scale and my personality. And as I said, all of a sudden I was looking forward to going to the gym, and I went from going twice a week to 3 times a week to 4 times a week. And it was a big change for me. It was absolutely a big change. So now, why am I calling this vlog the quest for 50%? So back in December, I went in and they had me step on the scale, and my weight in December was over 400 pounds, and that was a big eye opener for me because I kept thinking to myself, well, I haven't gained back all the weight I lost from last time. It's not a completely lost cause, and to find out I'd gained it all back and then 30 pounds on top of that, especially at such a large size, was a shock for me. So I weigh more than twice as much as a man my height, with an average build should weigh. So the quest for 50% is for me to drop 50% of my body mass. I started over 400 pounds and I'm planning to end up at 200 pounds. So I'm going to record this vlog as I go in the weeks, months, and yes, even years to come. As I work my way down to 200 pounds, I'm going to videotape this and keep track of what I've done and what I've gone through for myself and for people out there that are, maybe at the beginning of this journey, or they're not sure where to start, or if they're ready to do it yet. So it's important to me to put this out there, and hopefully some people out there will see themselves in what I've said and will want to start the journey as well. I'm always available for questions or whatever. Feel free to leave comments and whatnot after the video. So this is my quest, and I started this today because I am 1.6 pounds away from hitting my 50-pound loss. I'm just above 48 pounds lost, and it was another one of these things where I kept telling myself I was going to start doing this because I wanted to be able to go back and see my own progress all the way through. And I realized that if I didn't start soon, I was never going to do it. So again, pushing myself out in the comfort zone. I'm not really big on this type of stuff, but if it helps myself and it helps other people in the future, then it'll have been worth it. Anyways, that's it for my first entry. If you were in and around Ottawa and you're looking to do what I've done, by all means, I would really recommend contacting Downsize Fitness. You can go in for a free class the way I did, and they will take very good care of you. But if you're not in the Ottawa area and you want people to talk to you, want to ask me what I've done, how I've worked through it, by all means, leave comments. I will respond as quickly as I can. Anyways, thanks for watching, and watch for my future posts.